Hello everyone, this is dBNp News. I want to let you guys know you did wonderful with all the feedback on the first episode that we did. So that's why you're seeing a format change. A lot of people complained that you couldn't see me, and I made the joke that yes, I'm really handsome, and apparently a lot of people said that they didn't like the fact that they couldn't see me because it was basically like watching a slideshow. The other thing was, along with members of the dBNp Entertainment channel and some of the fans, which by the way, ignore that, that's my computer going on and off, along with some of the fans and stuff on Facebook and everything, you guys said you wanted to just basically hear about games, that you didn't care about entertainment, you didn't want to hear about movies and stuff, because if you wanted to do that, then you would watch like Screen Junkies, or if you wanted to hear about sports, then you'd probably watch ESPN Online and crap like that. So there was no reason for me to do that. So that's awesome. That actually saves me a lot of time. It also lets me know what you guys are watching for. So, again, if there's any problems, let me know. We'll fix it. Now, just to let you guys know, because there was a lot of questions about where I find these stories and stuff. Guys, I'm a subscriber to Game Informer. I check NG4 and IGN and all the different gaming places all over the internet to find different stories and things that I think, I either want to talk about or I think is popular or that you guys are going to want to hear about. For instance, the dBNp Entertainment channel, we discuss almost everything on Facebook. And we were talking about the privacy and how nothing's really private on Facebook. And one of the members, Amoral, suggested that we started using our Gmail accounts and emailing one another. And our other member, Rennis, brought up the fact that the NSA reads all of our emails and things of that nature. So, on that, I found a little report that I thought was interesting. It seems that Angry Birds, the application that's extremely popular, everybody knows what Angry Birds is actually subject for the NSA to start actually retrieving data from it, which is crazy. But there's actually a new report that indicates that the National Security Agency, or the NSA, as I stated, has created means to collect personal data by using smartphone applications. Angry Birds is allegedly, one of the programs that has been specifically targeted. Maybe that's because Angry Birds is so big. But from the New York Times, they report that the government agencies can learn much more from the data that they collect, including political alignment, sexual orientation, address book information, and location data. Whether the agency and its British counterpart, the Government Communication Headquarters, have put this into practice yet for Angry Birds is unclear. That's from the New York Times. Most alarming is that the NSA can call advertising profiles. These often include buying habits, visited websites, and other details that can be used to infer information about a user. So basically, whatever you do on your smartphone and these applications, it's not going to be safe anymore. They're going to know everything. For instance, if you visit parenting websites and purchase children's clothing, you probably have children. Shop for expensive items and visit luxury good websites, chances are you have a good bank account, that you're probably wealthy. So like I said, you would have to have, a good bank account. You'd have to be wealthy. And this isn't complex when you think about a single individual, but when you fathom that computer algorithms piece these profiles together for almost everyone, it's easier to see how the data can be misused. Exposed advertising profiles, which tend to be extremely accurate, can simplify government data collections efforts. So the government's not going to have to work hard to do anything. You got all these algorithms and everything that these advertisers use all the time anyway, and they're correct. It's very accurate. So, I mean, that raises a big question there. But the Angry Birds developer, Rovio, or however you pronounce it, I'm not sure, has come under fire for data collection practices before, specifically with regard to providing the information to advertisers. Each advertiser is different, with some collecting basic data and others compiling more intrusive policies. Now, as far as the algorithms and different things that the advertisers use, when people think about advertisements getting your information and stuff, sometimes, you got to think of it as it's not a lot of personal information. And I guess the last thing I want to say is, look at it this way. It is crazy that the NSA is going to be, watching our stuff that would normally be used for advertisers, and they're going to be able to take everything they want off your smartphone. So basically, our privacy as Americans is going out the freaking window. So it just goes to show you that times have changed, and apparently you cannot do anything without the government watching, and that's insane. So I guess we'll just have to see, where it leads in the future. The next thing I want to talk about is an article I found with Game Informer, and it was called "Where Are These Games Now?" And it made me think a lot, and it really made me ask the same questions. Now, a number of games are slated to come out this year, but whether they will or not, it does really remain a big question. Game Informer checks in with a number of the titles to see how things are going, and they tell you a little bit about it in this. With Bayonetta 2, news on the game has been largely silent since E3 last year, when a multiplayer mode was announced. Conventional wisdom says the Wii U exclusive, one of the few meaningful third-party titles for the system, should come out soon to appease Wii U owners. Drive Club. The game delay in the run-up to the PS4 release was a conspicuous one, as its high-profile debut on stage at PlayStation press conferences early in 2013, since its delay to early 2014 last October, Sony has not said one word about the game's release date. We recently contacted Sony, who told us that the game currently does not have a specific release date. Now, I think that game is actually released, but I'm not actually sure. It might have not released yet. Mad Max. Unlike some of the titles on the list, Mad Max whereabouts are a little less mysterious. The game was last seen at Gamescom, and we presume that it went under radio silence to avoid the static of the console launches and holiday season. Now that that's all over, hopefully that we can actually see something about the game or hear more about it. Fortnite. The game debuted back at the end of 2011, but we're not that surprised that Epic Games has taken its time to bring the title forward, given that it's being tabbed as the first game to utilize the company's Unreal Engine 4. Work continues on the engine, and we wonder if this year's Game Developers Conference at the end of March might reveal more about both engine and game. That is a really good question. I would like to know more. Hopefully it does come out at the GDC. Wolfenstein, The New Order. The New Order was delayed last fall into some unspecified time this year for polish reasons, according to Bethesda. Until that point, we'd gotten hands-on with the title, Game Informer had, and Game Informer's Tim Turry was very impressed with the game. So, seems like it was a good game, but it has been pushed back. The Legend of Zelda for the Wii U has also been pushed back. I guess it had a concept image from the tech demo was shown at E3 in 2011. I guess it says that more info on the game will hit at E3 in June of this year. So I guess we'll see then. And the last one is the Rainbow Six Patriots, which late last year Ubisoft said that the game was not only transitioning to the new generation of systems, but that it was restarting altogether, which might end up working in its favor because there's been a lot of games that try to cross over when they weren't made for the next generation systems. You just don't get that good of graphics. So, whatever. Last thing I want to talk about, guys, is the Uncharted PS4 actor. I guess it's Todd Stashwick. I'm not sure. Anyway, he's dropped a series of really mysterious tweets on Twitter. And I found an article about it on GearNuke.com. It says, Todd Stashwick is currently doing motion capture for the upcoming Uncharted on the PS4. He has dropped a couple of ambiguous tweets, perhaps hinting at the plot and setting of the Uncharted PS4. Todd started the Twitter conversation with Uncharted rehearsal tomorrow. My guess is things will not be charted again. I repeat, charts will remain un. This sounds confusing for sure, but the suspicious thing was the way he tagged them as spoiler, is he hinting at plot or setting of the game? Now, I actually have a picture of the tweet, and it says RT at J Ferrali at Todd Stashwick, hashtag breaking, chart still un, hashtag confirmed, you can quote me, hashtag Uncharted. Amy Hennig is the lead writer of the Uncharted series. Todd referred to her in another one of his tweets. At Amy Hennig has her doctorate in she can unchart like nobody. If you've seen a chart that's well, that's Amy's handiwork. Really weird. There is actually an image on the other tweet. It looks like it's Frogger. And it says, shot a harrowing river crossing scene the other day. Here's the pic. Hashtag Uncharted. Hashtag PS4. The last one, guys, is from Naughty Dog. It says, interesting speculation and thoughts here. By the way, the voice actor is at Todd Stashwick. Hashtag Uncharted PS4. I have no idea what they mean, but very weird, especially for him to take a picture of Frogger and say it had something to do with the game. I don't know. Very weird. Anyway, guys, we're keeping it short this time, so that's all I got for you with dBNp News. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.